Good evening, you beautiful person. So today the video is going to start a little bit differently. We're starting at the end of the project. Emmanuel came to me while I was filming B-roll and he said, listen, Vanessa and I really want to say something. So this is them at the end of the project. It was Emmanuel's plan to talk to us. Emmanuel, let me just see if that light is on. Okay, that light is on. Okay, you said you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I want to say something to all people that help us out. Plus, the first thing I have to say thanks is to Mr. Dano. Plus, all the people, the video YouTuber that used to watch Dano's videos, what he's making. Now, what is the big things? Thanks very much to all people that support us.
You have a customer.
Okay. Yeah, so everything that I can, even you can show the cameras, that's everything that I'm seeing. I'm happy. Even so, like this, people that help me. If you were not here, I could not get. So I have to say thanks a lot for that. Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure to everything, all this belonging to people that give me, the little that you guys give me, I appreciate it. I'm very thanks much for it. Very, very much. So please guys, keep on supporting local people. So even like me today, I can even get someone, I can even do support. Just like so we have to support one another where you get out. So much happy.
Thank you. Vanessa, what do you think?
I think it's a I'm very happy and excited. Was our long dreaming about to open our shop, but then because of lack of money, and we want to say thanks to all the people that contributed their helping us out. It's very appreciable.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I like it that I just want to mention to the people watching the video, I didn't ask Emmanuel to come to this part. I was busy filming other things when Emmanuel came to me and he said, listen, Vanessa and I want to stand here and we want to thank the people. So thank you, Emmanuel, and we show the people what we have done.
Yeah, so that's good.
Okay. We realized early on that this project is going to take a couple more days. So currently we have 9 days left. We brought a fridge this morning. We wanted to start with cutting that window a bit bigger. That didn't happen. And so currently we are opening the land to extend this grey water pipe into a banana circle. A banana circle will be right there. Over there. Okay, so what needs to happen today we need to get this roof on. We need to plaster this to make it smooth and nice, and then we need to repaint the inside and get it nice and ready. So we still need to do that. Close up all of these holes, and then we are going to put pop rivets to get all of this zinc closer together. We brought some membrane and some paint to close up all of these holes, and then we're gonna paint the whole roof as soon as that's dry with a layer to protect from the sun, to reflect the sun away, so it will be a little cooler on the inside here as well. All of that still needs to happen today. 4 days left. It feels like nothing has happened in there, but there's quite a lot of work that's gone in there already. At Cornell's setup, we are working with Hendrik and Moremi, and we are building basically these shelves for imps, something like this. Now I want to give a special thanks to Pupkewitz. We were planning on getting other shelves, and then last moment we got these from them. Pupkewitz really went above and beyond to help us with this project. Things that they didn't give us for free, they gave us at very low cost prices. You'll see that water tank that Frank Realtor sponsored. The manager ran across the floor while Frank was there to get us a discount on that thing. Being much lower than any of the other shops. Still ran across the shop. They gave us such good service that Frank said, whoa, are you like a serious great customer? Yo, what's happening? Why is this guy running around like this to make sure that you get the best prices. And Pupkewitz, Nico Coffee, and his team, Christian van Zyl and Malcolm at Pupkewitz, really went above and beyond to make this possible. Okay, and now I really want to show you what it looks like currently now. So let me explain the system to you for the people that hasn't seen this before. The water comes from the neighboring lands, comes in underneath the dog cage and over there, and then it falls into this pit over here. Now this pit has been filled with mulch and things like that, so it needs to be dug out a little bit, but you can clearly see that it's much lower than the rest of the land. Then there's a pipe below the pathway. It goes into this pit here, and that feeds those trees over there, and obviously in the first pit that feed those trees over here. Then we also added a swing because the viewer said, you know, we need to have a human side of it as well, and I feel strongly about children. I love children, and so we added this swing for Emmanuel's daughter. The season is over, so you can see the pumpkins are starting to die, the corn is starting to dilapidate, but he did get a serious harvest from this corn here. These guavas over here, guava tree. There's some tomatoes that's still pulling in through the cold. There's a citrus over there. There's some prickly pears in the back, they're doing well. You can see this tomato is carrying quite well. See there. And this is the current stand of things. Then obviously let's go to the shop area. Before I go into the shop area, I just quickly want to tell you, today the 9th of May is Mekon's birthday. Now Mekon came up with the idea of opening this shop, and he gathered support from people. He made a huge donation. People from all over the world, I'll put the names below, all made donations, bought the fridge, bought stock, paid for labor, paid for electricity to be fixed, etc, etc. It was a big international permaculture community gathering to make this a reality. Okay, now I want to show you the shop. So we got a bouncy castle for the day. It doesn't belong to the shop yet. Silent is a bit overwhelmed. He's not so silent today. The kids are really enjoying the bouncy castle. It's not often that they see something like this, so for them this is something really special. So they're coming in from all over the side. Vanessa's mother came to come and help cook. They made a barbecue just a couple of minutes ago, and they also made potjie kos. It is over there. So 5 o'clock is coming around. The people will start arriving now, and then this is the first customer. Yes. I see that one bought a pumpkin already. Wanna show us? Okay. And then Olushenu sponsored a solar system to Emmanuel. I want to thank them as well. Obviously, they have a fantastic way for people that cannot afford to buy solar. They make it affordable for people. So very short, small deposit. You can pay monthly, and then once you've paid off a certain amount, the solar system belongs to you, and it's going. And then they also sell things like very light on electricity TVs, whereas a TV can run on a very small solar battery. Okay, then let's get to the shop part of it. So in here we added poles. That will become a table. That will become a table over there, and some chairs around it. It still hasn't come around to that. Over here, that pole is supported with another brick wall that we built. This is all to keep the shade net up, and then hidden below the ground, with that pipe coming through here, there is actually a banana circle that's going to be here. Now this feeds the trees that's behind it, and once this is over, we'll be planting trees. The circle, the water is coming out below the ground there. and that will then support the trees that we plant around here. Nobody will ever see, smell or hear grey water falling into that system there. It will just simply water the trees from below, like a leaking pipe, a leaking sewage pipe, you can almost say, or a leaking grey water pipe. Okay, then let me give you a little bit of a further perspective. So we added that shade net, the shop. Then we moved the shop window out to the side here. All of this was done by Emmanuel and some of the workers. Matthias was his very first time touching a paintbrush. He was painting here. Everybody was learning and working together. Big skill, new skills development, I would say. Added the shop window there instead of having it on the inside. This way Vanessa can be inside and she can be safe if anything happens. And then, Vanessa, can you open for me quickly? Just want to show you the inside of that as well. We replaced we put in a new door in there. And, then we built some new shelves. The whole inside was painted. The roof was painted. Now I wanted actually the roof to be painted white, but they liked the darker color, so they made it nice and dark. This is the solar system that they have received. Now this charges a radio, charges a phone, charges lights. It's well on our way to becoming energy independent. Vanessa's writing in her logbook all the stock that she sold, etc. There's some pumpkins still. This is our very first harvest of spinach. It's actually quite heavy. Coming from Mekon's garden, a garden that we have on the farm, and they will be selling it in their shop, and so I think that's wonderful. There is lots of stock, different things like soap and matches and things like that they can sell. There's some chips for the kids, bread, things that they will pack into smaller things, or things like the salt. They bought salt on big scale, they will package that. They bought chips in big scale, they will repackage that. And then because of the freezer, let me show you the freezer quickly. If I remember correctly, bought this freezer. So we filled it with meat and from an abattoir that I sourced for them. But that gives them another source of income. They are able now to make frozen juices that they can sell to the kids. Frozen sweet things that they can sell to the kids, which is wonderful. And then we have a big surprise from Frank Realtor. Let me turn the camera around. Frank visited us a couple of days ago, and just to give you clarity on the plastic, this is not Emmanuel's doing. The wind blows like crazy here at the moment and plastic are blowing in from everywhere. This tank is leaking, but Coating Solutions gave us some products, so we will seal that. All of this gets filled from the roof, you see there. And then what happened this year, we had a bumper harvest of rain, and even in a normal rain this system would have just been too small. So when Frank Realtor was here, one of my YouTube subscribers, he came around and looked and saw, okay, there's some vegetables, there's some anona, there's Lucina growing well, there's Lucina growing well. And he thought, and I said to him, this tank is too small, you know, we're getting way too much rain for it. And he said, can I not buy you a tank? And so he bought this tank for us. Now it hasn't been connected yet, but this will almost, well, more than double our capturement at Emmanuel's house. This will effectively give him a way to never have to buy water again for the garden once we go through the next raining season. It should be enough to carry him through the raining season, with his garden at least. Maybe with his household use we'll still need to buy some water, but for his garden use it would not be necessary. Now I hope I didn't miss anybody turning poverty into permaculture. It was because of the people buying coffees that made this possible. thank you, Mekon, for celebrating your birthday this way. And obviously the idea and the initiative to get Immo's shop up and running. This, I think, is going to be wonderful. See the moon day. It is almost me and my wife's anniversary. So after having a very successful day, I believe, and a successful week, turning Emmanuel's poverty into permaculture with the help of you guys, I am now going to have a wonderful date night with my wife. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.